So that might look a little weird to some of you. I just picked up this Marshall DSL-20 head on a trade. But the problem is I don't have a cabinet to use it with. And before I run out and buy a 2x12 or a 4x12 or whatever, I'm going to go ahead and try something new here. I'm going to try and make that head work with that tube combo amp. That's a PV Classic 30 that sounds really nice on its own. But I'm going to make the two of them work together. So what I'm going to be doing today is building a speaker cable that is going to allow you to use a head with any combo amp. Today I'm going to be using a PV Classic 30 as the combo, as you just saw. But you can actually do this with any combo where you can access the speaker, which is pretty much anything that's open face back. Another cool thing you can do with it actually is you can use this to add an attenuator to any combo amp. Because normally an attenuator obviously goes between the head and the cab. But with this, what you're doing is you're actually creating your own little bypass. So you can use the speaker cable to run it into an attenuator, and then run another one of these speaker cables that we're going to build here in a second to run that into the speaker. And what you'll have is a combo amp that you can attenuate. So all you're going to need here is solder iron, a speaker cable. Now this can be any gauge between probably 12 and 16. I chose 12 because I want it to be to transmit a good signal. You're going to need a 1/4 inch cable head, and you're going to need some of these spade connectors. So what we're going to do is we're going to solder this cable into the 1/4 inch head here, and then we're going to solder these and crimp them onto the other end. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow me to plug one end into the 16 ohm jack here, and the other directly into the speaker itself. We're pretty much just going to bypass this entire PV amp head and just use the speaker itself as a cabinet. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and try it out and see what happens. So I took my wire strippers and I stripped the ends of the speaker cable here, and we've got kind of the bronze and the silver side. And then on the jack itself, we've got the sleeve and we've got the little nib or whatever you want to call that. And essentially, the positive is going to be this part here, and the negative is going to be the entire sleeve. So it doesn't matter which color you use as long as the colors on the other side are the same. So for me, reds are usually hot, so I'm going to use the copper one. That's going to go to the positive, and the bare will go to the negative. And then we're going to strip the other side of the cable, and we're going to solder and crimp those spade connectors on there. So if you were following along and did everything right, you should have a cable that looks like this. 1/4 inch jack on one end, whoops, and the spade connectors on the other end. So all we're going to do is head over to our combo there and unplug the spade connectors from the speaker itself, and then wire this up. Now make sure you wire positive to positive and negative to negative as it was on the speaker when you take it off, and that should be it. So I went in and disconnected the regular speaker cable that comes from the head and plugged my new cable onto the speaker outputs there. And the other side of that is just this here, and this is going to go into the Marshall head. So obviously, it works. So if you guys dug that, you want to see some more cool tricks, some gear reviews, some original playing, go ahead and give me a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you next time.